All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue the Year 10 playoffs with our Arizona Coyotes going into round 2 up against the San Jose Sharks, and I'm hoping that this pattern can continue, the pattern of only losing one game per playoff series. I mean, this year and going back to last year, that's 5 playoff series now where we've yet to lose more than one game. If you add up all the wins and losses, we're 20 wins and 4 losses in this year and last year's playoff run, right? So our team is a playoff beast, so I have the full and utmost confidence in our ability to get by the San Jose Sharks here. But the San Jose Sharks, it's an interesting team because I don't know what to make about them. I don't think we faced them. Maybe we faced them in the playoffs in like years 2 or 3, but since we started making it to the Stanley Cup Finals, the last 3 years, we have not faced them. So I don't know what to make of their roster. And in year 1, they're a little bit of a veteran roster. So who are they going to have here? So they got Logan Couture, they got Thomas Hertl. Their first line is Couturier. They picked up Sean Couturier with Logan and Clint Eastwood. I remember him from a draft that we had, right? Yeah, Clint Eastwood. I didn't pick him up. I think it was the draft after Petrie and Lou Morris. So we'll see if he can perform for the San Jose Sharks here. Not a bad first line. Eastwood's a little bit low, but Logan and Sean Couturier are decent. Second line, Sagat, 85 sniper, probably another drafted player. Thomas Hertl and Godobin, 81. Hertl and Sagat are pretty good as snipers, and maybe Godobin's playmaking ability can improve them, right? But an 81 on the second line, not the greatest. Their bottom 6... Look at that. I don't even recognize one name in that bottom 6. Aubrey, Fisette, Mikkelsen, Lamico, Henderson, and Zilbert. So, yeah, these guys definitely have gone through their rebuilding stage. These guys are probably all prospects that they drafted and now are, bottom 6 forwards. So I don't know what to make of that. Highest 83, lowest 79, so I guess it's decent, right? They don't have really... The one thing that they do have is a nice 1-2 punch down the middle. Couture and Hertl. That's not bad, all right? So you got to watch out for that. Defensively, Mirko Mueller, 86. C. White's 81. Oh, that's really not good for a top 2. Locke, 83. Walters, 85. Stanton, 80. And Gustafson, 78, sorry. They could have an injury. They could have a top 2 defenseman injury. Say they have like an 86 or an 87, then White goes down and replaces Gustafson, and the injury guy comes back into the top 2. That wouldn't be a horrible defensive core if that works, right? But if they don't have any injuries, that's really not a good defensive core at all. And then goaltenders, Gibble, an 89 overall goaltender. They must have drafted him in the first 3 years. So that's, that could be the difference maker right there. But their defensive core wasn't that good, so we should be able to pour some shots on them. I mean, if you look at our team, Brendan Hope, he had a great first round. His goals against is below 2, so that's great. You can see Anze Kopitar has dropped off a little bit, so they may have an advantage as the second line center, but our wingers are much better than theirs. Our bottom 6 are, I wouldn't say our fourth line, but our third line is better than their third line, and we really have them covered defensively, especially if they don't get anyone coming back, all right? Even with Captain Keith Yandel down there as a 75 overall, we still have a very good team. So, we know what they have. One last thing before we get into this. Let's take a look at the injury report. So we have a clean bill of health. Let's see San Jose. Let's see. San Jose. Lamico. He was one of their bottom 6 players, right? So no, they do not have a defenseman who's coming back. That's really good news for us. All right, so Lou Morris, I want to see you go out there and body check some players. All right, so you can injure them. Do we have any injuries that have happened in the last, hang on a second here. Injuries, yeah, Sagan's been injured 5 weeks. That's good for us. If we have to go up against Dallas, Jake Muzzin. Yeah, okay, so we'll keep an eye on the San Jose Sharks, see if Lou Morris can get any injuries. Game 1, at home, all of our sponsors are in the building. Hank Hill, McDonald's, everything, all right? So let's give the fans something to cheer for. And also, let's continue this pattern of not losing more than one game in a playoff series. First period, hurrah, there you go. The Little Mick. It's not the Big Mac, it's the Little Mick, Brendan McMillan. Good job, buddy. 12-6 the shot, so we're out shooting them. Our team is playing good. Second period, all right, I'll take that as well. Remember our rule with this team, though. With our high-powered offense, we need to be able to get 3 goals before the end of regulation to give Brendan Hope the chance to win us the game, all right? You guys have got to get more goals than just 1 going into the third period. So let's go offense. Time to step up. Third period, let's go. Who's gonna be the hero here? 18 minutes left. There it is. The little Mick again. The second of the game. What a beast. What a beast. Fourth line shift coming through for me is the routine. Clint Eastwood. I don't feel lucky, punk. I really don't. Come on. There you go. Yeah, baby. Zach Smith. Man, my fourth line responsible for all 3 goals. Oh, and Nail Yakupov gets the empty netter, pats himself on the back, and the Arizona Coyotes outshoot the San Jose Sharks 37-21 and win 4-1. Very nice, boys. Very nice. That's what I'm looking for. So the little Mick from Petrie, the little Mick from Anderson, Eastwood from Godobin and Locke, Zach Smith from Gordon, and the little Mick. Man, the little Mick had a 3-point night. Nail Yakupov from Anze Kopitar. So this is what I mean, man. You need the depth. We have the best third line in the NHL, and this fourth line, Jesper Anderson had a good first round. Now the little Mick's having a great second round. Got the best fourth line in the NHL as well. All right, so no changes, no pep talks. Just get to practicing, get right back to game number 2. Home ice still, all right? All of our sponsors are still here. Let's go up 2-0 in this series. First period. Ooh, here we go. Pair of their first liners answering for the San Jose Sharks here. Brendan Hope allowed 2 goals on 8 shots. That's not the greatest. Logan Couture and Sean Couturier. All right, boys. Goal for the second period. Get back to within 1. Second period. Oh, and they extend the lead to 3. Thomas Hertl. So in game number 2, it looks like their top 3 forwards definitely stepped up for them. Hertl, Couture, and Couturier, yeah, I was getting those 2 mixed up. All right, I mean, I'm not going to say the game's over, but they got Gibble in the net. 3-goal comeback is always a tough thing. Are we going to make the game at least interesting for the fans? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look, oh man, even with that 81 overall defenseman in the top 2, we did manage to outshoot them, but it looks like Gibble was the better goaltender in this one, all right? So Brendan Hope, I think that might be the first time. No, that was the second time, right? He had 1 game where he allowed 3 goals, but that was the first time he allowed 3 goals in regulation. The last series, 1 goal against, 2 goals against, 3 goals against, but it was an overtime game. 2 goals against, 2 goals against, right? So that's the first game where his goals against will get pushed up above 2. So yeah, let's get to game number 3 here. So let's see if the pattern can continue from last year. Are we going to lose for the first time twice in a playoff series for like the last, 2 years? Or can this team just keep calm and howl on? Let's see. First period on the road. Ooh, 4 straight goals for the San Jose Sharks now dating back to the last game. I'm not liking that. Come on now, boys. What is this? You guys got to answer back. No getting shut out here 2 times in a row. Their second-line sniper, Saget. So, yeah, their best 4 players have been their best 4 players, offensively anyways. Second period. Oh, we got 1. Nicholas Malak, but Thomas Hertl. All right, so we're down by 1 going into the third period. This could be it, man. Could lose 2 for the first time in 2 years. Come on, boys. Have a strong third period. Answer back. Penalty kill. Good job. Come on, somebody get a goal. 10 minutes left. Gibble is just too much, man. Oh, my God. Thomas Hertl gets the second of the game. Oh, Jesper Anderson gets 1. It might be a little bit too late, though. Can we get another one? Can we get another one? No, we can't. That goal by Thomas Hertl was enough to put the game away. And once again, the second game in a row, Gibble outplays Brendan Hope. That's starting to become the trend of the series. We lose the second game of the series for the first time in 2 years. We poured 30 shots on the net. But again, our rule of getting 3 before the end of regulation didn't work out for us. If we did, we would have been able to take it to overtime. And we have a good overtime record, this roster, right? So, not liking it. Not liking it. Now we're trailing 2-1 in the series. We started off game 1 so good. 4-1. We dominated them offensively. Poured the shots on the net. And now they've answered back, all right? So, boys, I'm not going to make any line changes. I know it's 2 losses in a row, but you know what? I'm going to give you guys the chance to even up this series, all right? We cannot fall down 3-1. I don't want to have to win 3 in a row. Boys, come on now. It's time to answer back. Captain Keith, you got to lead by example. First period. All right, there you go. The little Mick is third of the series. Man, I told you, and Dylan Strome, our third and fourth line. It's our third and fourth line versus their first and second line, basically. We're out shooting them 12-7. Come on now, boys. We need that 1 more before end of regulation. Don't hold off on these 2 now. Second period. All right, there you go. And the Big Mac comes through, so our first line gets a goal. Out shooting them almost double, 23-12. Brendan Hope, it's time for you to have a better game than Gibble. All right, you're already doing it, but now it's time to, you have the routine in place. We got the 3 before end of regulation. All right, you need to step up now, Brendan Hope. All right, this is your game. Here we go. Third period. Come on now, boys. Come on now. Play good defense. Get to 15. There you go. Get to 10. All power play goal for Nail Yakupov. And they keep the offense coming. Good job, boys. Ooh, Thomas Hertl gets a quick goal right there. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. No, that's not enough. It wouldn't have even mattered even if we didn't get that fourth goal by Nail Yakupov. All right, we had the 3 before regulation, and Brendan Hope had the routine in place. 43 shots to 19. I'm telling you, with that 81 overall defenseman on the top 2, we should be pouring the shots on. All right, so the little Mick from Jesper Anderson and Ekman Larson. Strome from the Big Mac and Horvat. The Big Mac from Barry and Ekman Larson, and Yakupov from Barry. So you really have to look at the little Mick, man. He's having a great playoff series here. Jesper Anderson had a great... Yeah, Jesper Anderson leading our team in goals with 4. What the hell? There's probably a few players with 4, but he's got the A, so alphabetical order. But still, man, for a 4th liner, that's fantastic. So 2-2 in the series. Let's keep going here. All right, I have faith in this team. I have hope. I'm not going to deviate from our lines. I'm just going to run with it. We're on home ice advantage again. Come on now, boys. Let's answer back. They stole a home game victory in game number 2, so let's not lose 2 now. First period. All right, I'll take that. 14 shots to 8. Outshooting them almost double again. That's what I mean, man. Offensively, we should be hammering these guys. Gibble can definitely save some pucks, right? But I don't want to ever see them outshooting us. Second period. All right, there you go. Darcy Jones and Anze Kopitar. It's about time our first liners show up. The savior, Darcy Jones, and Anze Kopitar, the old man, still getting it done. What a free agent signing that was. 30 shots to 17, but we need one more before regulation, boys, all right? You can't put it all on hope in this game. Offense, you need to continue to put the puck on the net. Penalty kill. Good job, boys. Come on, power play. Yes, baby. Anze Kopitar. Second of the game, big power play goal, and that's 3 before regulation. That's 1 goal back by Aubrey. Hang on, Brendan Hope, you got the routine in place, baby. Oh, penalty kill, good job. Yeah, baby, Nicholas Malak, what a trade. And the Arizona Coyotes are up 3-2 in the series with a win on home ice. 39 shots to 31. Very nicely done, boys. Very nicely done. Our big players came up that time. Our first liners. Darcy Jones from Petrie and the Big Mac. Kopitar from the Big Mac and Yakupov. Kopitar from Barry and Yakupov. Malak from Strome and Pierlini. So we actually had some third liners chip in there at the end. Perfect. All right, so we're up 3-1 in this series. You know what I haven't been checking? I haven't been seeing if Lou Morris has been injuring anyone. Hang on a second here. Let's check out the injury. I should go to the right instead. That'd be quicker. Say again, no injuries for San Jose. So we have 2 chances to win this, but let's not tempt fate, boys. On the road, let's just take them out right now so we don't have to go to a Game 7. All right? We can go to the Eastern or the Western Conference Finals for the 4th year in a row with a win here against San Jose. Come on, let's do it. First period. All right, Nail Yakupov. Hell yeah, man. Now look at that. They're out shooting us 11-8. I don't like that, but Brendan Hope, I have hope, man. He's the better goalie. I know he's only 87 compared to an 89, but he's the better goalie. Second period. Yeah, baby. Jesper Anderson again. My 4th line tearing it up. Come on now, boys. All we need is 1 more period, and we're back in the Western Conference Finals. We put our mark in that championship round. Come on now, boys. 1 more before the end of regulation. Get that 3rd. Get that 3rd. There it is. Captain Keith Yandel. He leads by example, and that should be enough. Oh, Lou Morris, look at that. Look at that. The current captain and the future captain coming in. Oh, I said future captain. People aren't going to like that. And Jesper Anderson. Maybe Jesper Anderson should be the future captain. This guy's tearing it up on the 4th line. But Captain Keith Yandel, he comes into the game when we're up 2-0 in the 3rd period and ices the game with the 3rd. Oh my God, what a goal. That's captaincy material. The guy's 74, 75 overall, and he's getting big goals in the playoffs still. Yakupov from Lou Morris and Barry. Anderson from Darcy Jones. Yandel from Petrie and the Big Mac. Lou Morris from Darcy Jones and Kopitar. And Anderson from McMillan and Smith. So McMillan got another point. My 4th line is tearing it up. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, so we got by the San Jose Sharks, but they did take 2 games from us, right? So that was a pattern that was broken up, but still, going back to last year now, what are we? We are, what, 24-6 in the playoffs? My God, we're a beast team in the playoffs, man. Once we're here in the playoffs, no one can stop us. So let's simulate here into the Western Conference Finals, and we're going up against the Dallas Stars. Another interesting team here. I know for a fact we faced them, but I don't know if we faced them in the last 3 years. And it also did say, in the injuries, I remember seeing it, that Tyler Seguin was injured for like the next 5 to 6 weeks, so we could be going up against a Tyler Seguin-less Dallas Stars here, right? So I like the fact that that's the case. I'll quickly just take a look at the Dallas Stars lineup right now, well, for you guys, so you can make some fan art for the next one. Didn't get too much fan art for this one, so I didn't put any in it, right? So there you go. There are the forwards, there are the defensemen, and there is the goaltender, right? So you guys can take a look at that, make any fan art that you want to. Now let's take a look at the stats. See who did well for us. Stats Central. Player stats in the that was season. Hang on a second. Player stats in the playoffs. All right, so I'm going to be interested to see the fourth liners, man. Jesper Anderson and the Little Mick. These guys could be in the top 5, even top 3 for points, total points in our team for forwards, all right? So Lucas Petrie, 11 points in 11 games played. Jesper fucking Anderson, 8 points in 11 games played. Our fourth liner with no power play time, no penalty kill time, nothing. Absolutely nothing. He's got 6 goals in the playoffs this year. Holy crap, man. And no penalty minutes and a +5. I'm telling you, man, the depth on our team is absolutely fantastic. Sorry, plus 9. He's a plus fucking 9. Holy shit. What a beast. Jesper Anderson, all right? Nail Yakupov, 8 points. The Big Mac, 7 points. Lou Morris, 7 points. Anze Kopitar, 7 points. The Little Mick, 6 points. Zach Smith, 4 points. Pierlini, 4 points. Matthew Barzal, I mean, look at that. The first line really hasn't... I mean, Petrie's at the top, but Barzy hasn't done anything. Horvat, I mean, but I don't care, man. I mean, we're dominating in the playoffs. It's not like we're not playing well, right? So you don't worry about it. Tyson Barrie, 9 points. Darcy Jones, 8 points. Ekman Larson, 6 points. Captain Keith Yandel with a big goal. He's a -1, but he got a big goal there, 4 points. Nicholas Malak, 3 points. And Victor Gordon, 2 points. And let's see, Brendan Hope, yeah, he had a few games where he allowed some goals there. His goals against crept above 2, but you know what? Still fantastic. 8-2-1, 2.04 goals against average, a save percentage of 93 on the dot. That's fantastic. I mean, Jesus, right there. That's a story right there, man. Brendan Hope, he gives me hope, definitely. All right, so, boys, I mean, I'll just show you my GM tracker quickly. This is a success story in itself. I know I want to go far, right, but legitimately, to go from the... We'll just say Western Conference Final, right? Western Conference Final win. Western Conference Final win. Western Conference Final win. And I'm going for another Western Conference Final win. I mean, yeah, you want to win the Stanley Cup every year, but when it comes to the teams in the West, the playoff runs in the West, the last 4 years, we have fucking dominated. All right? Dominated, did the Arizona Coyotes. It's almost a dynasty. Like, I know the dynasty means Stanley Cup, but if you can go to the Western Conference Finals 4 years in a row and win 2, lose 1, and then the third, you know, the fourth, hoping you're going for another win, that's almost a dynasty, like a Western dynasty in itself, you know? So I'm really liking this year. I like this roster. And the 10th year, man, it's shaping up to be an incredible Final Four. I mean, you got the Dallas Stars versus Arizona, and in the Eastern Conference, you got the Buffalo Sabres versus Dan McKenzie. I mean, we could have the last playoff series being Dan McKenzie versus Lucas Petrie and Lou Morris. That amazing draft, that unbelievably deep draft in the top 5 that year, all playing in the Stanley Cup Final. But we can't look ahead because we got a tough Tyler Seguin-less Dallas Stars. He may be back, I don't know, but you know what, hopefully he doesn't, because that could make them a very tough team to beat. So boys, let me know about any roster moves, anything, and I will see you in the 4th straight Western Conference Final.